Previously on the Completely Mind Blown by God podcast, the Campus Chronicles series. Originally applying for a housekeeping job, Naomi was unexpectedly offered a front desk position in a hotel, the very job she had been praying for over the years. This episode emphasizes the importance of specific prayer and how God answers in ways that exceed our expectations. Tune in to hear this inspiring story of faith.
Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another exciting episode on the Completely Mind Blown by God podcast. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you who are listening, who have been listening from the very beginning. Thank you for tuning in every single week. And for those who are new, welcome to the podcast. And I hope this journey will truly be a blessing unto you as it has been for the others. So, as I shared with you last week, I got through the job and it was time for me to go to the embassy. Now, since it is the last minute that I got this job, everybody who hasn't gotten their visas or haven't gotten a visa appointment is fighting for a seat, a spot to the embassy, okay? It was like war, all right? Everybody fighting. So you had to go online. You had to be quick. You have to be strategic because it's a particular time of the day you would have to go, and you have to try to catch the early date because you don't want to go late and miss your start date. You understand, the day you're supposed to start working. You don't want to do that, and the system being full, sometimes it shut you out the way the system full. Because everybody trying to get a date, to schedule a date, is all of their money gone down the drain. And that year they had a deadline. I don't know if they have a deadline every single year, but I remember they had a deadline that year. You understand? After that date, they won't be receiving or processing any J1 visas at all. So, everybody, was fighting for a spot. I was there because I said, me borrow money, me pay program fee. And if me not get that spot, or me go pay about the people, you understand? I wasn't going to have it. There was no dates available. So I went at the hours that, they told me that to go. Because, you have to ask people, be strategic. So I asked and they told me the times and the days when I would get a date. I went on, not available. I keep checking the system. Sometimes I get bumped off because it's full, right? And I don't remember exactly. I don't remember the dates, but I went on one of the time and almost got a date. And as soon as I'm supposed to click on that date, the date disappeared. Like somebody claimed it already. So I couldn't get through for that. And there was another time. Remember, I am trying to. It was a very short span. Like, I had 2-3 weeks before I missed my start date. So I am racing. And I have to get a visa day before that so I can get the visa, before my start date and all of that. And I went on the system, got bumped off, as I said, didn't get that date. And then talking to my mom again. And I say, Mommy, I'm going to get the date to keep on at this and whatever. And I'm talking, and she have me around there. But chat for like over an hour. And I left my phone in the house. And again, my friend was calling me because she said that one of her friends got the date if I got a date too, because they just released some dates. After I went on the system, they said no dates available. I was just so upset with myself because I'm saying, okay, the date that the friend got to was an early date, If I had gotten that date, I would have made it for my start date. You understand? I would have got my visa, everything would have been ready. If they got that date, then the date that would be available next, is going to be a date that going to cause me to be behind schedule. That means I won't make it for my start date and all of that. And I start panicking and worrying and everything. And I'm like, I need to go up early. You understand? I don't want to miss my start date. I don't want to miss it. if this Friday dates come out, I have to wait the next Friday. That's how it was. I don't know. They were behind in terms of dates that year. I don't know what embassy they are keep up with. I don't know if it's because of COVID or post-COVID. I don't know. But they had a lot on their plate that year, and they were cutting down some of the appointments that they were going to have. And it was kind of making me nervous because I did not want to go up late. That didn't work out, right? And the next time I end up catching a date, right? But the date that I got was after my start date. I was a little bit down because I'm like, why would you give me a date that is after my start date? Why would you do that, Lord? Because I'm ready and I'm supposed to start working at X date and I'm going to be like 2 weeks late. 2 weeks late because I have to process the visa. I have to do the appointment. Then I have to process the visa and then I have to wait on the visa. You understand? Why would you do that? So I was a little bit down, right? And there was this event that was keeping at my church and some prophetic thing. I don't remember what it was called or I don't know, and they had rostered me to sing. And I was not in the mood. I'm going to be honest. I was not in the mood. I was not feeling it. I didn't want to go nowhere because I'm like, God. All right. I don't want to, I don't feel like serving. I don't feel like going, I don't want to go. I want to stay home. Right now, I'm a little bit down. My spirit's a little bit crushed because I wanted to go up with my friend. And now that my date is pushed back, I have to travel alone by myself because I won't have anybody to accompany me for the first time. My first time traveling, and I'm going to go by myself. I was thinking about all of those stuff. I have to find my own way and ask questions and do something for the very first time, which was kind of nerve-wracking thinking about it. You understand? I didn't want to do that. I wanted somebody to show me. So I was a little bit done and I didn't want to go. But if I'm rostered, I'm not going to say no just to make up an excuse and say, I'm not going to serve. I'm not going to do that. I'm rostered. I'm going to do it because at the end of the day, I'm doing it for the Lord. And the Lord has been blessing me. So I said, okay, even though I didn't feel like doing it, I said I was going to go. But while I was getting ready to go to the event, I got a little mixed up with the times and I was late. So the time that I was leaving out to go was the time I was supposed to reach and be there. Right? And when I'm about to step out of my house, now they're calling me, where are you? And I'm like, I'm just leaving out the time, whatever is this. And they said, no, you gotta mix up with the times and whatever, right? And she said, well, you're gonna miss it, you're not gonna get for serve, right? You understand? Because, praise and worship, you start off the service. You understand? You literally start off the service. So I was saying, all right, I don't feel like going anyway. Might as well I stayed home, right? I stayed. I said that to myself, might as well stay home. But then there was this voice in my head that's saying, you're already dressed though, and you're about to step out of the house. Why not just go? Why not just go? Why don't you just go? And I was like, I'm not in the line. I was feeling more inclined to stay home, but something just told me that I was supposed to go. And I went and I took my little time because I'm already late. I took my little time. I'm still never in the mood, even though I felt like I should go. I took my little time and went and I sat outside because, when prophetic things are going, church full. So there's an overflow. So I chose to sit outside where they have the projector of the service and whatever. And I didn't mind that. I like to be outside. Anyways, this prophet that came in, he flew in from, one flew in from the US, one flew in from, I think it's Honduras or something like that. And the one that flew in from Honduras, right? That was his first night there, right? The other one was there at the beginning of the prophetic crusade thing. I don't remember what it's called. So, yeah. And when he came on, right, the service was going nice. The service was nice, but not gonna lie. Like, God really showed up in the service and everything. And then he came out, and the other prophet released him, to speak to the people. And as he got the mic, he said, I hear a name. I hear a name. And he called my name. Is there a Naomi in the house? Let me tell you, in that moment, guys, I was so shocked. I was like, a Naomi? I literally froze for a second. And then I just started sprinting. Like, I was sprinting to the back door, and I said, no, go through the side door. And I go up and everything. And I'm there at the front. And he's like, you're Naomi? And I said, yes. Right? I said, yes. And he said, Williams. And I said, yes, that's my name, Naomi Williams. I don't know, this prophet is the first time he's coming to my church. And he don't know me, I don't know him. And he's like, December. And I said, yes, that's my birth month. And he said, 22nd. And I said, yes, that's my birthday. And he's like, you're 23 years old. And I said, yes, that is it. That is it. I start, like, after that encounter, like, after I'm read through my book or my file, I say, God, are you this? Are you this? Are you this? And he prophesied over me. I won't share the prophecy. You understand? I won't share the prophecy, but he prophesied over me. And I received that prophecy because that is when I understood why God delayed my visa appointment. That was a word that I really needed because I have been praying about a particular thing, and he spoke about it. Like, he gave me the answer in that prophecy, and he confirmed a lot of things to me in that prophecy. And I'm just truly grateful, really, really grateful for that moment. And that is when I realized, hey, do not be anxious for anything, because everything happens for a reason. At that moment, it became more concrete to me that everything happens for a reason. Good or bad, it happened for a reason. God allowed it for a reason. And if God allowed it, it's going to work out for your good. You understand? He wanted me to know that whatever it is that I was praying for, praying about, that, hey, this is what I want you to know. This is what you need. You understand what I'm saying? He wanted me to know that, hey, this is directly from me. That is why he deliberately made it. He deliberately caused the prophet to read through my file. You understand? Like, everything was just on point. My name, my last name, my birthday, and my age, just like that. And everything, he said some other things that were, that resonated with me, that were factual. You understand? I want to encourage you guys, no matter how things look, don't be anxious. Don't rush it. Whatever it is, don't worry about it. If it's bad, it happened for a reason. You understand? Any delay you encounter, God purposely, intentionally delayed whatever it is that he delayed in your life. He caused whatever it is to happen in your life. And don't believe that situation or whatever it may be is not working for your good. Don't believe that it is not working for your good. Everything is working for your good. I needed that word. That word a faith injection. I needed direction. And God showed up in that moment. You understand? I was the first person he called out. That was powerful. You understand? A matter of fact, that day that I got that prophecy was the day I was supposed to start working overseas. That was my start day. The day that I got the prophecy was the day I was supposed to start working. That means I should have been overseas before that. You understand? To start working on that day. But God had other plans, and his plans were good. So I'm encouraging you guys, as I share this story, be anxious for nothing, but through prayer and supplication make all things known unto God, and the peace of God shall reign in your hearts. You know, it shall reign in your hearts. Do not be anxious. Do not rush. Do not complain. Do not worry. Do not be discouraged, because everything is working in your favor. Okay? Everything is working in your favor. It's working for your good. So continue to trust God. Continue to walk in faith and know that he has a good plan for your life. Do not look at your situation and think that it's not going to work out for you, because it is, because you're God's child and everything is well. Amen? All right, my beautiful souls, it's time to say goodbye for now. But before you head off, I want to extend a big thank you for sticking around with me until the end. And as a token of appreciation, I've put together a special self-reflection activity just for you. Click the link in the description to dive into some soul-searching goodness. And hey, if you're curious about my personal insights and reflections on today's topic, swing by my website where I've shared some exclusive thoughts in the show notes. Don't forget, you can always stay in the loop by subscribing to the podcast and spreading the love by sharing this episode with your friends and family. Until next time, love you guys.